Get ready for the NBA on 2K Sports. Thanks for spending your Saturday afternoon with us. And tonight, we'll see the Miami Heat as they go up against the Milwaukee Bucks. I'm Brian Anderson. With us tonight, two great basketball minds, Grant Hill and Steve Smith. Also, our reporter, Allie LaForce. Now that we're into the new year, how about a check on the Eastern Conference standings? You take a look at the Bucks, sitting pretty at this point of the season, second place and looking to move to first. And, of course, Miami, not posing much of a threat right now.
I think for the Heat, this year hasn't worked out for them at all. They were being talked about as a title contender in the preseason.
And that's what's been so hard for this team and its fans. Those expectations, the hopes were so high for them coming into this year, and then it went all south. What a disappointment.
And we have a minute to catch up with our reporter. What do you have for us, Allie?
Hey, Brian. Well, Damian Lillard talked about his clutch gene. He said, quote, "I never think there's a game that I can't take control of. When I'm out there, I feel how hard the defense is trying to stop me, regardless of how I'm..."
Yeah, Allie, always a threat. Thanks for that. Let's check out Milwaukee's starting lineup. And for Miami, Paul George out there with Green. And then it's Kyrie Irving. Then there's Stephen Curry. And it's DeRozan in at the small forward position. Smitty, it can be pretty impressive to watch this Miami squad go to work on the offensive end.
Yes, B.A., the reason why they have a bunch of talented shooters, that's for certain. But they also pay attention to the little things, like grabbing offensive boards and moving the ball around.
Here's Pippen. Out of bounds. It'll be Miami's ball. And here are the Heat now. Curry passes to DeRozan. On the wing, Curry, hounded by Tatum. Curry, no good. Here's Milwaukee. Pass to Pippen. Here's Tatum. Here's Butler. He's covered by Curry. Puts up the 8-footer. Uses the glass to drop it in.
This speaks to how assertive Butler is. Good at getting deep inside and finishing.
Curry against Tatum. And we've got a pair of teams here that know a thing or two about ball movement, Grant.
Yeah, they really do. I mean, there's a great feel that these teams play with. Two of the smartest teams in the league. They focus on sharing the basketball and keeping everyone involved. This is a matchup for the purist.
Money from the stripe. He does a great job night in and night out.
Here's Tatum. Kicks it out to Antetokounmpo. Here's Pippen. Here's Duncan. Well, it was only a matter of time before they finally get the bucket.
The defense getting out-hustled on the putback. Can't let that happen.
For some reason, blocking out has become a lost art, and that's the result you'll get.
Outside Irving. Shot clock at 5. Can't hit that one. And Milwaukee will come the other way. They're coming off a loss against Miami.
And it was an awful game defensively. They lost the individual matchups, and the help was slow to rotate.
Point blank, this is a bad combination. If you're looking to get stops, that's not the way.
Curry against Tatum. Here's the teardrop and the basket by Curry.
The floater is a tough shot, and Stephen Curry has mastered it.
Hey, guys, talk about silencing the critics. Tatum made first-team All-NBA last year and led the Celtics to their first finals appearance in over a decade.
Butler. And it's Butler with the jam.
Hey, when in doubt, run the defender off the screen.
And you know, with a result like that, we'll see them run it again.
Especially if the defense is going to allow you to do it. Have to switch on that play.
And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by George. You know, probably the biggest shift for Tatum, his advancement at the defensive end, Grant.
Oh, no question, B.A. And that's imperative at the small forward position. Think about it. You have guys like LeBron, Kawhi, KD. Now Jason Tatum is in that elite two-way group as well. And you have to put Jimmy Butler in there as well.
Now here's DeRozan. And And the foul is called. He missed it, so he's got a couple of free throws coming his way.
A sneaky move by DeRozan, catches the defender leaning and draws the foul.
DeMar DeRozan.
That one misses.
And a different kind of score. DeRozan attempted 741 mid-range jumpers last year, almost 300 more than anyone else.
Now here's Curry. He's coming off a 10-point game against Milwaukee. Green with a screen on Tatum. Curry passes to Green. Got a hand on it, and that's out of bounds. Miami will keep it. Payton's checked in for Jason Tatum.
On the court.
Shot clock at 6. Pass to Paul. Oh, they get a hand on it. Oh, stolen by Payton. Antetokounmpo for 3. And they recover it. Sinks that one after missing his first 2 attempts. Now 1 for 3.
Relentless on the offensive glass, and then you love the finish.
To the middle. Oh, a terrific swat. Pass to Payton. Paul with a steal. DeRozan with the ball. Now guarded by Butler. A shot to stop the run. And it's DeRozan missing. And Grant DeRozan, high volume from the mid-range and extremely accurate.
You know, B.A., he consistently makes about half those shots. And defensively, you know that's his favorite area. But his ball handling and vertical negate anything you throw at him.
Time called here. Miami decides to talk it over. Now we get a chance to check some stats for Paul George.
And over the last 5 games, his field goal percentage has increased. And you can make a case his confidence as well because of this.
Every trip up the floor gets more and more important.
Yes, indeed. They badly want to stop the bleeding here.
Some solid defense from Gasol.
Shut down. This is the way you play defense. This is how you protect the rim.
Lets it go from 11. Now with a rebound. And it's Miami's ball. Down by 12. They defeated Milwaukee in their last game.
And at the offensive end, they were lights out in that game. They found all sorts of ways to punish the D's.
You know, I love what the coaches did tonight. They pushed the right buttons time and time again.
.116 left in the first quarter. Paul with it. He's picked up by Gasol. Here's the pick. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Yep, that one goes.
With his great length and skill, Paul George has no trouble getting points in the paint.
Lillard passes to Davis. And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up. It's going to go on Paul George. That free throw no good. And Anthony Davis on the NBA's top 75 list. Grant, you think that was a controversial selection?
Well, I mean, it was mostly due to how young Davis still is. You can't argue with the all-NBA selection and numbers. And, of course, being a recent champion may have put him over the top.
Westbrook, he's checked in for DeRozan. Stolen by Davis. Lillard against Paul. Lillard passes to Davis. Outside Payton. Here's Butler. Rejected by George.
An all-defensive first-teamer multiple times. Paul George has a nose for the ball.
Shot and game clock separated by 5. Paul with it. He's picked up by Gasol. And the basket is good.
Easy look when the defender isn't fighting over the screen.
Reason why it takes extra energy to do it. You have to trust your defensive rotations, but it's worth it.
Here's Lillard. Yes, it's good.
They're not wasting any time putting their stamp on this game. What a start.
Play calling has been fantastic. They've been a step ahead of the defense since the opening tip.
And so it's the Milwaukee Bucks closing out the quarter ahead by 11.
Your DQ Dance Team.
And so far through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in the second. And a moment here to take a look at the scoring breakdown for Milwaukee.
For me, they made a point to attack inside early in the game, and it's paid off for them. A lot of solid looks in the paint.
And I just love playing on teams like this, passing teams. You can tell they really like playing with each other, and hopefully they keep this up.
On the floor for Milwaukee. Pass to Pippen. Here's Duncan. The jump hook. And that one hits the back iron.
Most nights this shot would have been his, but the defender gave him just enough trouble.
Now here's Curry. There's a screen. The Heat need to get one up in a hurry. And it's Green missing.
And he probably thought he was going to bury that one.
All right, let's check in with Allie LaForce.
Thanks, Brian. James Harden, with plenty of confidence, said not to brag or anything, but I'm really good at this game. I'm unselfish. I play the right way. I don't try to do anything I can't do or that doesn't benefit our team. And that mindset keeps me in a good place. Yeah?
Very self-assured, Allie. Thank you. Antetokounmpo against Irving. Antetokounmpo, that's good.
And now almost all their points coming from the paint.
Time called here. Miami decides to talk it over. DeMar DeRozan's checked in for Miami. And while we have a moment, let's see some of the contenders for this year's three-point contest. Some of the players who have a shot to make the final cut.
Hey, not a bad list of shooters at all. And really, with how many threes we see in NBA games these days, some of these games have become three-point contests.
He's right on the cusp of securing his spot in the three-point contest. So I hope those votes keep pouring in because he's a guy you'd love to see in the mix.
Yeah, if he can make it in the door, you know he will do everything he can to win the whole thing. And it'll be a lot of fun to watch.
And we'll keep you posted as we get closer to All-Star Weekend. But that's our current list for the three-point contest.
It's going to be a fantastic competition. We've got an endless supply of shooters in this league, and that contest will be heated.
And some surprise teams that started out hot have not cooled down. Their fans are wondering if this is the new normal.
Well, B.A., it's easy for fans to jump to that conclusion. But look, the bottom line is you can't look too far ahead. You got to stay in the moment and enjoy the ride. I wish I had done more of that when I was playing. They're winning the battle down low by imposing their will.
The Heat have gone 0 for 4 in the second quarter. They're searching for a way to score.
Yeah, buckets have been very tough to come by.
Irving, the pass to Curry. Ooh, he can't stop the run as that misses.
And they're up considerably because of their efforts on the glass.
DeRozan against Antetokounmpo. Here's Duncan. Uses the glass to finish the layup. He's got 6.
Their ball movement on this run has been tremendous. It's led to a lot of good, clean, open looks.
Now a timeout called by Miami. The Bucks making a switch here. Butler's checked in. And here's a rundown of the teams that have not wasted their opportunities at the line in the last month. Number 1, the Heat.
And looking at last month, this team really got it done from the charity stripe. Whenever you foul them, they made sure to make you pay for that mistake.
Quarter number 2 and around 3 minutes gone by. Rejected by Antetokounmpo.
A Defensive Player of the Year winner, Antetokounmpo affects so many shots with his length.
And the refs are going to rule that unnecessary contact. That's a flagrant 1 foul.
Ooh, hard foul. Can't let him get away with that level of contact.
That's a simple call for the officials to make. Everyone knows the league is cracking down on that kind of intimidation tactic. And he drops the first.
Over the course of his career, Jimmy Butler's made strides in a lot of areas. He's really matured as a playmaker in the past several seasons.
Butler hits them both. Well, Smitty, we've seen an uptick in Butler's assists since he moved on from the 76ers.
Yeah, we're not going to start calling him Jimmy Dimes. We know passing has played a big part of his game. He trusts his teammate. He doesn't feel the need to always take over. But Jimmy is definitely a scorer.
Tatum's shot is good.
Now shooting the three ball at almost 60%. They've been blazing this second quarter.
Miami has gone 0 for 4 from beyond the arc here in the second quarter. DeRozan up top. Butler covering. Miami, no good that time either.
The other team just looks more in sync and is riding the momentum.
You know what? This has always been a debate. Do you take the timeout or do you let your guys try to fight through it?
The kick to Tatum. Fires the three. And the Bucks hit again from deep.
And the defense is really allowing them too much room on the perimeter.
Outside Irving. George with it. Now guarded by Butler. Oh, it's stolen by Butler. And the ball outplay. The Heat will have it. A different look for Miami. James Harden comes in for Irving. And it's Westbrook in for Stephen Curry. The Bucks also with a sub. Lillard's checked in. Here's DeRozan. Well, he hasn't put up any points yet in this one. Outside Harden. It's tipped. There's 1:40 left to play in the first half of basketball. Here's Duncan. Good, and Butler gets the assist. Give him 8 points now.
He drops yet another dive, just facilitating this offense like a maestro.
Green with a screen on Butler. Tries to snap the cold streak, and that one's long.
And he's frustrated. That's a shot he can make in his sleep.
Out to Lillard. Lets the three fly. And another three for Milwaukee.
Ooh, they've been on fire from deep this quarter. Their percentage has been rising and rising.
Here's Harden. He got a piece of it. And he recovers it. George outside. There's 49 seconds left in the half. Here's Pippen. In his last outing, 8 points for him. And out of bounds, the Heat will take it.
Unforced errors. These are the kinds of things that break momentum.
Gasol's checked in for the Bucks. Miami has gone 0 for 4 from beyond the arc here in the second quarter. Westbrook against Antetokounmpo. Wow, good.
For a number of seasons, Russell Westbrook has averaged double-digit assists.
Shot clock and game clock separated by less than 6 seconds. The three, here's Lillard. It's hauled in by the Heat.
He's got a nice feel for that crossover, but you still have to finish.
Outside Paul. They set a pick. Pass to Harden. Back to Paul. Takes a three. And that's not going to go. And so it's Milwaukee with a gigantic 33-point lead at the close of the quarter. And their defense has been able to bottle up James Harden, one of the league's elite scorers. More NBA on 2K Sports right after this.
And with all and big fella, the people want to know, why didn't you ever participate? Now let's talk about our game tonight. A nightmare of a... Appreciate you joining us. It's been our distinct pleasure, and I mean that. Let's now take you back over to the third quarter with Brian Anderson.
And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the rout that it's threatening to be. And you know, Jason Tatum, he's been really making it happen, guys.
Through the first 2 quarters and change, his perimeter shooting continues to be spot on.
What can you say? Shooting is a premium in this league, and you can see why.
And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly in the second. You know, for this Bucks team, they seem to play together as well as any team we've seen recently.
Yeah, this team has a bunch of players who complement each other very well. And they've got so many different ways that they can play on the floor. That's what makes them so successful. Well, that and Giannis.
Green out there with Paul George. Then there's Stephen Curry. Then it's DeMar DeRozan. And it's Irving in at the shooting guard position. That's the group in the game for the Heat. So it's Milwaukee now. Here's Tatum. Knocks down the step-back J. Tatum's got 11.
Well, Tatum knows he doesn't always need to get inside. He has that touch to make the mid-range jumper.
Outside Curry. There's the drive. Denied by Tatum. Here's Pippen. He's guarded by Irving. The drive by Tatum with the 10-footer. And he drops that one in. He's got 13.
Very consistent tonight at the offensive end. Right there, he helps fuel the fire.
Green, a screen. Here's Irving, and he'll draw the foul. He'll head to the line for two. And defense is now all about switching. Smitty, when you played, would you rather be switched onto a big inside or onto a smaller, quicker player on the perimeter?
Easy answer for me, B.A. I would definitely love to be switched on a little guy and use my size and strength. Obviously, they'll have the advantage with the quickness, but I do not want to get bruised up by those big guys.
That free throw good from Irving.
You know, Kyrie's love for the game can never be questioned. At the end of the day, he's all about producing results for his team.
So he makes one of two, and the second one misses. And Grant, no team better than Miami at developing undrafted prospects.
I mean, for key roles, too. You look at last year's playoffs, Strus, Martin, Vincent, Robinson. It's allowed Miami to stay on top in a salary cap-driven league.
5 on the clock. Here's Tatum.
Milwaukee foul.
Davis, he's checked in for Antetokounmpo.
First team foul. Bucks substitution.
And here are the Heat now. Now Curry, giving this team some energy, averaging a little over 10 points a game. And that one's good. Green.
How do you defend him on pick and rolls? He can knock down the jump shot, and if you take that away, he is comfortable of passing the basketball to the open guy.
Outside Tatum. Over Curry. Again, Milwaukee.
3 straight to begin this half. Couldn't have drawn it up any better.
To the inside. Pass to Green. The rebound by Duncan.
Since halftime, they've missed 3 of their first 4 shots. Still trying to get their legs under them.
Here's Pippen. He's guarded by Irving. Out of bounds. It'll be Miami's ball. And this gives us a chance to see the assist leaders among the league's big men in the past 10 games. Draymond Green on top.
You need good passers at almost every position now. He's clearly a big man you can run the offense through.
All right, let's get a report from Allie.
Well, guys, with the yearly roster moves, it might be hard for the casual fan to keep track. But Commissioner Silver said it's a necessary side effect. He said, quote, "We tried to tie performance to pay in a closer way, and I think that's what you see with shorter contracts." Brian, more player movement has been the result.
Yeah, good point, Allie. Thanks. Pippen, no good.
After hitting 3 straight, they finally missed one. But you can see the rhythm coming out of the half.
George finds Irving. The 3 from Curry. That shot, no good. The Bucks go the other way with it.
He's kind of lost his way this period, having a hard time getting anything to go down.
And here's Butler outside. Paul George pulls down the board. The Heat have gone only 1 for 6 here in the second half. Pass to Irving. A little under 3.5 minutes off the clock now in the third quarter. Ooh, and he took a hard foul on the shot. So he'll head to the line to shoot a pair. That's on Jimmy Butler.
Despite his size, Kyrie taking it up hard in the painted area.
You know, and where the Bucks seem to dominate every year is on the glass, particularly at the defensive end. #1 in the league the last 4 seasons.
And Grant, I guess for the Bucks, hey, you can't teach size.
And they're good fundamentally as well, B.A. I mean, they block out, they fight to maintain position. If you're going to beat them, it probably won't be with second chance points.
And here's Butler outside. Miami grabs the miss. Left side Irving. Again, the Heat misses. For Milwaukee, they've gotten 3 of 6 shots to fall so far in the third. Payton against Harden. Payton passes to Davis. To the paint. Here's Gasol. That's in there. Davis with the assist. Gasol's got his first points in this one.
May have been a foul. Anyway, Gasol absorbs the hit, but strong enough to finish through it.
Outside Harden. They get it back. Irving. Some solid defense from Butler.
This is the shot you want right at the rim. He just couldn't deliver.
1:24 left in the third. Gasol the screen. Unloads from 13. Yep, that one goes. Butler's got 8.
The closer the better for Jimmy, but his strong mechanics can make the mid-range work.
They've been having major problems offensively.
Definitely in a bit of a dry spell.
Payton against Harden. Got a piece of it. Payton against Harden. And now a chance to see what's coming up for the Miami Heat. Monday, they'll be matching up against Karl Anthony Towns and the Atlanta Hawks. And then on Wednesday, they'll be playing the Pelicans in New Orleans.
And for their matchup with the Pelicans, that's one that could easily go either way. A few mistakes could be the difference. I expect it to be a fun one.
Williams is checked in for Miami. Chris Paul comes in for Kyrie Irving. Giannis Antetokounmpo is checked in for Milwaukee. The kick out to Paul. Back to Westbrook. Pass to Yao. Clock at 6. It's good.
Few do this as well as Westbrook. He consistently finds ways to set up his guys.
The Bucks have gotten 5 of 8 shots to go in the third. Now 8 seconds separating the 2 clocks. Davis with a screen on Harden. Here's Antetokounmpo. And there's a whistle. He'll head to the line to shoot 2.
Man, he made sure to get his money's worth on that foul.
And the first one at the line is good.
You gotta love Giannis's commitment to delivering a superstar performance for his team. The effort he puts out on the floor really can't be overstated.
Miami's got nothing to fall from outside in this third quarter. Payton against Westbrook. The 3 ball. And 3 quarters of play in the books. This one's all but over already. The Bucks on top, just dominating this one. And don't go away. We'll be back in a few moments. It'll be the 4th quarter of basketball coming up next. And it's time now to bring you our State Farm assist of the game.
You know, I'm kind of stoked this was a choice because I love this pass. A remarkable find. He put his court vision on full display.
Yeah, you also have the location of the pass. Puts it right where it needs to be, where his man can do something with it.
And as we head into the 4th, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same for the first 3 quarters. On the floor for Milwaukee, we've got Sharp. He's out there with Davis, and it's Lillard in at the point guard position. Here's Davis, up and in on the layup.
The team relies on Davis for this, keeping the play alive and finishing at the rim.
Pass to Yao. Snatched away. Inside, here's Payton. Uses the glass on the layup. And a look at how the hustle game has been going for Milwaukee.
Their defense, it's their defense. It has been downright incredible so far, being disruptive and coming up with steals left and right.
Yeah, another thing they did well defensively, closing out. Inside and outside, their defenders were flying out to shooters.
It's Lillard with the drive. Paul against Lillard. And Davis with the block.
This is what AD gives you at that end. He's made the all-defensive first team multiple times.
A nice shot by Lillard.
The defense was just nowhere to be found, and because of that, he adds to their lead.
You can't afford to give him space. Those kinds of mistakes have been the story of this game.
Here's Westbrook. Oh, that one's off. Still out of sync. Paul against Lillard. Pass to Gasol. And the layup is good off the glass.
Well, you know, it's already tough to play like this at home, but it's even tougher to do so on the road.
They built up this huge league with great play at both ends. They're going to love watching film tomorrow.
Paul passes to Williams. Here's Hardy. Just 5 on the clock. From deep. The rebound by the Bucks. Gasol's got 4 rebounds in the game. Here's Sharp. Ooh, plenty of contact on that shot. Officials call the foul, and he'll take 2 free throws now. Well, since Commissioner Silver took over, granted, it seems the league's dress code is now leaving more, let's say, wiggle room. You good with that?
Yeah, a lot of wiggle room, at least compared to when I played, when it was more of a business casual environment. But I think it's great. Let the players be themselves. Let them be authentic. And I think in a weird kind of way, it endears these players to the fans at home watching on TV.
Like a bunch of runway models before and after every game.
No question, no question.
Pass to Payton. Just over 2.5 minutes played now. Final quarter of regulation. Ooh, lots of contact on the shot. So 2 free throws will follow that whistle.
You know, Anthony Davis has had his share of injury struggles, having to miss valuable games at times.
You know, the thing with AD, he's always bounced back from his injuries.
I totally agree with you, B.A. It's a true credit to his resiliency, physically and mentally as well.
First free throw is good.
The physical gifts Anthony Davis possesses are just undeniable. He was built to cause havoc down low with his long arms and broad build.
Paul George, he's checked in for Miami. And Milwaukee also making a switch. Tatum's checked in. He's perfect from the line this time. And Smitty, in the NBA, we know that coaches are often the fall guys. But when you see players saying, "Coach wouldn't let me be me," too easy?
Well, B.A., I think you have to take it case by case. The one thing I would say, everybody has to be a pro in organizations. Those are the organizations and individuals that usually succeed.
Here's Westbrook. Denied by Tatum.
Tatum makes it easy for his teammates with his defense. He's always a threat to block shots, and he can cover any part of the floor.
And as the NBA becomes an increasingly global game, Grant, there's a component of international relations that has to come into it. What are your thoughts about this?
Well, it can be tricky. I mean, it's a challenge. You have to respect people's cultures and way of doing business. But yes, the game, I believe, also can play a role in bringing cultures and different countries together over the love of the game of basketball.
And he knocks down the first one.
They're finding a rhythm from the line as they try to cut into this deficit.
That's also good, so he hits both free throws. Here's Milwaukee. They've got a 12-2 run in progress. Pass to Payton. And here's Gasol. Tatum passes to Payton. And here's Davis. Outside Tatum. 6 on the shot clock. The Bucks need to get up a shot here. And here's Lillard from beyond the arc. Miami has gone 0 for 2 from outside here in the fourth quarter. And out of bounds, the Bucks will take it.
That's what happens when nothing goes your way. You start to lose focus, and it makes matters worse.
DeRozan is checked in for Miami. Harden comes in for Russell Westbrook. The Bucks have gotten 4 shots out of 6 attempts to drop so far in the fourth. Davis with a screen on DeRozan. Tatum from long range. And again, it's the Bucks missing.
There was a mix-up defensively. Left him all alone. He just couldn't hit it.
George against Tatum. George outside. They set the screen. Outside Harden. 4-3. The rebound by Jason Tatum. Tatum's got 5 rebounds tonight. Now here's Lillard. Outside Tatum. And we've heard the cautionary tales in the past. Does it seem like players today are getting better financial advice, in your opinion, Grant, to make their money last?
Yeah, B.A., I think they're getting better financial advice, but I also think that the times that we're in, I think there's more awareness. Players understand the pitfalls or potential setbacks. The social media, digital age, all the information's there. So players today, yes, they're making more money, and I actually think they're doing a better job of protecting and saving their money, too.
And as a defender trying to stop the drive, Chris Paul shifts gears so well, it's hard to beat him to the spot.
Good on the second one.
In their position, they really need to cash in on every chance at the line.
And here are the Bucks now. They're on a 15-3 run.
And you can see how scary this team can be when everything is clicking for them. Just a terrific performance for the Bucks.
And it was a big-time performance across the board. They looked like they were having fun out there, Grant.
Yeah, B.A., it was almost like watching a cat play with a mouse. I mean, they did pretty much anything they wanted to do out there today.
And they're getting ready to notch their 33rd win of the year.
And this is an even matchup, 1-1 on the season series with 2 left to play.
And even the opposing fans can't deny this was a sensational game for Jason Tatum.
High-level shot making, what we got a chance to witness. He responded to good defense with better offense time and time again.
He does not get the second one. 6 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. George with it. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line.
The defense on George a little too tight there, but to have any chance against him, you have to challenge him.
And he sinks the second. There's 18 seconds left in the fourth quarter. On the wing, Payton, defended by Harden. Outside Payton. And so it's Milwaukee easily grabbing this one. A statement road victory. So impressive.
Statement indeed, B.A. It was in enemy territory, but they controlled the game and took the crowd completely out of it. That's how you win on the road.
Well, now a minute to check in with Allie LaForce. She's courtside. Hey, Allie.
Giannis, a tremendous performance. What enabled you to win this game so convincingly?
It was a team effort. I think we came out. We did not mess around with the game. We did our job. We defended. We moved the ball. That's why we were able to close the game.
Giannis always recognizing the importance.
Thanks, Allie. Great interview once again. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. So for Grant Hill, Allie LaForce, and Steve Smith, I'm Brian Anderson, thanking everyone for watching tonight's game. So long, everybody.
Ya lo mío tener una casa en Miami.
Professional program, tried to get it on with the American Bandstand. All the fans, they got their hands high. Known to take a table and turn it into the vibe. Never been too, never been so low. Keeping the beat hot and dropping the cold flow. Yeah, what it is, why do people keep asking? Calamine lotion, but the boom keeps scratching. On the one, to the two, original one. Well, Mr. Boom Shot, let's show him how we get it done. One, to the two, bring it back to the one. American Bandstand, we got them on the run like this. So wet, save your Vaseline. Click so sick, don't need vaccines. People want the boom to the boom, we gon' bring it to LAMONT then S. Vinyl up.
It's the NBA on 2K Sports. Glad you're here with us tonight for this Monday night presentation. This is Kevin Harlan along with Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. And of course, David Aldridge is joining us tonight from the sideline. Hey, Dave.
Thanks very much. Well, Commissioner Adam Silver has a history lesson for those who would tell players to shut up and dribble. He says in 1963, Bill Russell was MVP, won a title, and stood on the steps of the Lincoln Memorial for Dr. King's I Have a Dream speech. There is a through line that exists directly from Russell to our modern players. Kevin?
That's a great story, D.A. Thanks. When the middle of the season rolls around, Clark, how much value do you think there is in keeping an eye on the standings, seeing what the other teams are doing?
You know, Kevin, I think it's a balancing act depending on your team and the makeup of your squad, where you are in the standings. In some cases, it could be a powerful motivator, but I don't think it should be something that discourages you. You have to keep an eye on what's real and what you can control. There's still time for some dramatic shakeups as the season unfolds.
So with Gasol on the bench, this is Mike Budenholzer's lineup. We've got Antetokounmpo. Pippen is out there with Jason Tatum. Then it's Butler. And it's Duncan in at the center position. And for the Pistons, Olajuwon is out there with LeBron James. Then there's Chamberlain. Then it's Tracy McGrady. And it's Carter in at the 2 spot. Butler against James. Butler with the steal. Here's Tatum. Antetokounmpo looking it over. to Tatum. It's stolen by McGrady. Pass to Carter. Here's LeBron. That one falls, coming off Carter's feet.
How about this combination? Strength of a center and guard skills. LeBron James remains the game's most difficult wing to defend inside.
Here's Antetokounmpo. Good D by Olajuwon.
You know, sometimes making it difficult for him to finish at the rim is all you can ask for from the defense.
And Greg, beyond the lottery picks, this Pistons team has a lot of young players looking to make a name for themselves.
Second-round picks are guys let go by their first team. There's an underdog quality to the roster. Guys hungry to prove they belong.
Now, here's McGrady. He averages more than 12 points a game. That's some dependable production. Pass to Tatum. Over to the left wing. And stolen by Olajuwon. Passes to James. Back to McGrady. Poked away. And stolen by Butler. There's the pass to Tatum. Floats one up. Olajuwon with the rebound. So for Milwaukee, their last game, a win against the Cavaliers. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
When you think Vince Carter, dunking is probably the first thing that comes up. But Vince is also someone who can be a first option. Tremendously talented.
At the line for 2.
Vince Carter hits them both. Bucks have gone 0 of 3 from the field to start the game. And Milwaukee calls their first time out of the game. Coming into this, having notched a win against Cleveland in their last game.
Yeah, and that one, their intensity on the offensive end was not matched by their opponent. That led to some easy buckets.
Yeah, you know, you can't allow them to get into a rhythm on offense. Once that happens, then you're in trouble.
One more time, fans. Make some noise for your Pistons.
And just under 2.5 minutes elapsed here in the first. Antetokounmpo up top. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. It's going to be on Hakeem Olajuwon.
Defense has Giannis well covered, but he gets physical right back and draws the foul in the act of shooting.
And he knocks down the first one. And Giannis's journey, GA, so incredibly compelling. A full-length movie made about his and his brother's path to the NBA.
Well, you hear that saying, my life is like a movie. Never truer than for Giannis. It's been an odyssey for the Greek freak.
So he picks up just 1 from the line that time. And Greg, even with teams daring Giannis to shoot from outside, his career three-point percentage stuck below 30%.
And still an elite scorer because of his proficiency at the rim. But it's been said before, if he adds the triple, he'll be truly unguarded.
Pocket 2. Here's LeBron. The shot misses. Now the Bucks take it the other way. Giannis kicks to Butler. Duncan with a screen on Chamberlain. Pippen with a wide open look. Milwaukee, no good that time either. Pistons leading by 3. McGrady dishes to LeBron. Olajuwon the pass to McGrady. Chamberlain a screen. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
One of the most ferocious scorers in the game. McGrady's length and athleticism is so difficult to contain. And the Bucks are on a tremendous run here. The most consecutive playoff appearances since that streak they had back from 1980 to 91.
Looking at who's out there now for the Pistons. Malone comes in for Olajuwon. And Worthy subbed in for LeBron. Here's McGrady after the made shot from Scottie Pippen. Pass to Chamberlain. And Tim Duncan gets the whistle that time. That is his first foul of the game. Greg, and back to the Bucks. The question is, how much longer do you think is their window?
That's just it, Kevin. They've got the players to win now, and that has to be the attitude moving forward. They're built to do it again, just need to push all the right buttons.
Robertson, he's checked in for Detroit. Hardaway comes in for McGrady. And no good. Had a chance to take the lead there.
That's exactly the look they wanted, guys. Right guy, right play, wrong result.
Worthy finds Hardaway. Takes a three. And the rebound goes to Duncan.
I'm shocked that didn't turn into 3 points. I mean, he makes you pay on those nearly every time.
Outside Butler. Pass to Gasol. Now, here's Payton. Duncan tried to break loose. Payton's shot is off. We've got 1:28 left to play here in the first. And he's going up for the alley-oop. And the rebound goes to Pau Gasol. The Bucks trail. Lillard from deep three-point land. And the Bucks miss again. And here's Malone. He'll bring it up for the Detroit Pistons. Robertson against Payton. Trying to end the drought. The shot's good from Robertson.
From anywhere in the lane, Robertson's strength and quickness usually means he's the last man standing.
Duncan with a screen on Robertson. Passes it to Duncan. No one near Payton as he lets it go. Offensive rebound, Bucks. And Gasol gets it to go.
And really, Gasol just never stops attacking the boards. Just utterly relentless at pounding the glass.
Now here is Carter. And they get some nice contributions from him on a nightly basis as he averages over 11 points a game. Here's Butler. And that won't go, missing the go-ahead bucket. Detroit has gone 0-3 from three-point land. Nothing yet going outside. Carter against Payton. Now here is Carter. From the arc. And still a close game as the first quarter comes to a close. Pistons lead by 1. The second quarter coming up right after this break, so don't go anywhere. And getting going again here in the second quarter. Fairly close game so far. Guys, what do you think so far from what we've seen from the Pistons?
Attacking, drawing fouls. They won that first quarter at the line.
Boy, I like the aggressive nature they're playing with here. Not playing soft at all. They're going right at them.
So with Worthy sitting on the bench, here's the group that Dwayne Casey has on the floor. Chamberlain is out there with Olajuwon. Then it's LeBron James. Then it's Tracy McGrady. And it's Hardaway in at the point.
Yeah, McGrady inside is confident, using his outstanding length to get the shot he wants and to get it off.
To the paint and stolen by Chamberlain. It's Hardaway with the drive. LeBron against Tatum. Down low. Here's Lillard. Good, and it's Tatum picking up the assist. Lillard's got his first 2 points. When you think of half-court offenses in general, Greg, how critical is ball and player movement to a team's success?
Kevin, unless you have incredible isolation scores, it's essential. Even then, keeping the defense rotating and reacting is the best way to create open looks and offensive rebound opportunities.
For Detroit, they have made 2 and missed 2 at the line tonight.
Wilt Chamberlain taking 2 shots.
That one is off.
Hey, we all know this. It's no secret. I mean, one of the areas of Wilt's game that's below average is free throw shooting.
Unlike a lot of perimeter-oriented teams, GA, offensively, the Bucks can really play inside out.
No doubt, and teams pack in the lane against Milwaukee, but Giannis in particular is a terrific passer, and if you leave a shooter open, he tends to find it.
You know, a focal point for Tatum early on, increase the consistency from deep. And he's done that with a lot of lab work.
And now the first timeout called here for Detroit.
We got no game, Detroit.
And a look now at some of the players we can expect to see in this year's dunk contest. Always one of the great events of All-Star Weekend.
It is, Kevin. You just can't take your eyes off it. The ideas those guys come up with, and then the guts it takes to pull them off, always blows me away.
And you look at Carter, sitting at the top of the heap. Looks like he'll be planning on an appearance at the dunk contest this year.
Yeah, and I'm not surprised with his athleticism. This guy has got the goods, no doubt about it. The hops are incredible, and we'll just have to see what sort of creativity he can apply.
So there you go. And as it's looking, this year's dunk contest is shaping up to be a fantastic competition. We'll keep you updated on the voting.
No doubt it's going to be a good one, Kevin. We've got players on that list who'll do things that you didn't even think were possible.
And, you know, at almost 7 feet tall, Antetokounmpo is dangerous down inside, really. I mean, the defense has to be physical with him if they want to have a chance at preventing him from scoring in the paint.
Now here's LeBron, and he really did play well against Chicago in that last game. Antetokounmpo against Hardaway. James in the post. Here's McGrady. Nice D from Pippen. And so it's Pippen with it. He brings it up for Milwaukee. In the second quarter, they've given up just 3 points. And how about we check the numbers for him? So far in the game, he's gone 2 for 4 from the free throw line.
And, of course, we'd all like to see his percentage at the line improve, but he just does not have the touch right now. He's in the 60s.
And I don't think there's any question about it, guys. He's got to bring that percentage up. I mean, those are the kind of free throw numbers that will get you in a coach's doghouse and get your teammates a little mad at you.
Hardaway kicks to LeBron. Olajuwon deciding where to go with it. Fader on the way. Pistons keep it alive. Chamberlain with a screen on Pippen. Pippen against McGrady. Launches a three. Detroit, no good that time either. Bucks leading by 3. Pippen, the pass to Davis. Chamberlain with the block.
Man, what a well-coordinated athlete at his size. To add that superior timing, hard to get shots over Wilt Chamberlain.
Now, here is McGrady. He's coming off a 13-point game against Chicago.
And it was not a one-man show. That was the best part. He had just as good a game with his passing as he did with his scoring.
Hey, it's inexcusable not putting a body on the key. I mean, you deserve to get cooked when you don't do that.
Timeout called, the Bucks. And a different look here for the Pistons. Malone's checked in for Olajuwon. Worthy comes in for LeBron. Carter, he's checked in for McGrady. And it's Robertson in for Hardaway. Duncan, he's checked in for Milwaukee. Butler comes in for Damian Lillard. Pippen with it. Chamberlain picks him up. Duncan with the bucket.
They were frigid in the first quarter, but they got through it. They're settling in now and starting to find good shots.
Carter against Pippen. The Pistons working the ball around now. Chamberlain a screen. 11 feet away. Duncan with the block.
And setting the tone with that rejection. Duncan, the defensive anchor of this team.
Tatum kicks to Butler. Tatum passes to Giannis. Here's Duncan. Rebound by the Pistons. Chamberlain got 7 rebounds in the game. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Malone finds Carter. Chamberlain with it. Second chance shot. Duncan with the block. He blocks it again. Well, the grimace of pain tells it all. He's hurt, and let's hope he's okay.
And that's the one thing you just really can't control or even guard. against. And that's it.
Yeah, you know, aside from some of the player protection rules, which have been of benefit, a lot of it just comes down to what the body can withstand.
Pau Gasol is checked in for Milwaukee. Payton comes in for Scottie Pippen.
And with a moment, let's check out the stats for Butler. How his last 10 games have gone. He's averaging 6 points a game, 3 assists, and 2 rebounds. And he's such a big part of what they do offensively.
Yeah, he's just got that nice feel, that sixth sense, knowing where to be on the floor to help his teammates generate points.
Bucks leading by 3. And the pass to Antetokounmpo. Here's Payton. Gasol, a screen on Carter. Back to Tatum. Launches it. Rebounded by the Pistons. Chamberlain got rebound number 10 tonight with that last one. And Jason Tatum seems, GA, like he's on the verge of being a superstar in the league.
And Kevin, some would say he is already there. It feels like he's going to win an MVP in the next 5 years. He's already shown he can lead a team to the finals.
The first one falls.
Well, the poise that Worthy brings to his game, I mean, it's impressive. He keeps his cool even in tough situations, and he always seems to allow the game to come to him.
And so he hits both.
Well, he's come through for them at the line today, and you love having a big fella who's so capable on his free throws.
Antetokounmpo kicks to Gasol. Pass to Payton. And here is Butler. Payton with the screen for Butler. The 3 from Tatum. The rebound by Wilt Chamberlain. Chamberlain got rebound number 11 for him here tonight. Robertson against Tatum. Malone, a screen on Payton. Here's Carter. Banked in off the glass. And the Pistons lead by 1.
And the coaching staff wants Carter to attack defenses like this because they know he can get it done with ease.
Outside Tatum. Pass to Payton. Shoots the 3. Detroit with the rebound.
And gotta like what they've been doing down low in the post.
I certainly do. You know, I like to see guys do their work inside. Their rebounding has been excellent, and that's always important in a close game.
Now here is Carter. He's coming off a 13-point game against Chicago. Kicks to Chamberlain. Here's Robertson. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. It goes on Jason Tatum.
One of the all-time greats and most versatile scorers ever, Oscar Robertson, showing you how easy it is for him to get to the line. He's as solid as it gets from the line. I mean, give him the opportunity. He's cashing in on those.
And Tatum puts up a deep 3. And the last shot at the buzzer doesn't go in for him. And that's it for the first half of action. What's been a very close game here. Pistons ahead, up by 3. And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Thanks, guys. Here with Coach Budenholzer. Mike, your evaluation of the first half.
Well, I think both teams' defense is pretty good. You know, hopefully somebody can catch a rhythm here and score some.
Thank you, David. And we'll be back for the
Thanks for joining us. We've got the Milwaukee Bucks in a tight ball game at the end of the half.
Their shooting has been bad, like the Kenny's wardrobe bad. They need to be smarter.
And now, something that gets a lot of publicity. Who could be qualifying for the three-point contest?
And, you know, if I played in today's...
Thank you for being with us. Now let's send it to Kevin Harlan for the second half tip.
And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, the second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams try to gain an edge. Pistons leading by 3. Moment here now for an injury report. Let's find out the news on Tim Duncan. David, what's the update?
Well, Kevin, I caught up with Milwaukee's head athletic trainer. He's calling it a high ankle sprain, and he told me that he's currently in extreme pain. He'll have to set the rest of this one out, and it's unclear how much longer he'll be out afterwards. Kevin?
Thanks for the status report there, David. At least we now know, Greg, how he's doing.
Yeah, when you talk injury, the unknown factor is always a difficult thing to deal with.
And, you know, for him, just watching his teammates unable to contribute, that's really a helpless feeling.
So with Gasol on the bench, this is Mike Budenholzer's lineup. They've got Jason Tatum, Antetokounmpo out there with Jimmy Butler. Then it's Anthony Davis, and it's Pippen in at the 2. Now, here is Chamberlain. Count that bucket. Chamberlain got the lead up to 5 now for the Pistons.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Well, listless and lifeless at the defensive end. I mean, especially inside. They've really got to pick up that interior defense.
Clearly a foul.
Yeah, he took a shot there, earned those free throws.
The Bucks have shot 50% from the line today, 3 for 6.
And it's been an average year, really, at the free throw line for this group, only around 75%.
You know, the numbers from the line, guys, are close to where they were last year. But just a tad worse, so not too bad.
No good on the second free throw.
Well, Tatum is everything you want in a star. I mean, he's a talented player, surely. But more importantly, I think, is he's humble and hungry, and he's deeply invested in the team's success.
And now the latest from our reporter, David Aldridge.
Thanks very much. Now, some people call John Collins John the Baptist for how he dunks over defenders. He says, the game is slowing down for me. I'm able to see my spots. I want to continue to build on that and be looked at as a pillar, a guy that can be counted upon. Kevin, it seems he's hungry for more. Back to you.
He's a big-time dunker, that's for sure, looking to reach his full potential. David, thanks. Now a timeout called by Detroit.
The pause in the action. Let's look at the numbers for James. 4th in assists and tremendous confidence and consistency at the foul line. He ranks among the top 15 in free throw percentage.
And as you said, dropping dimes at a top 5 pace. He's in total command of his team. They look to him for leadership, and he does not disappoint. Just a little over 90 seconds gone in the third quarter. Passes it to McGrady. Chamberlain trying to get open. Antetokounmpo pulls it in. Giannis has got his 5th rebound in this one.
Yeah, I tell you what, for him, this has been a game to forget. But somehow they still find themselves with the lead.
That's 1 for their first 4 to start the second half. Well, he'll run through a wall to win, but sometimes Jimmy Butler can drive his coach up a wall. Despite that tendency, though, to embrace conflict, this guy is working.
Now here's Pippen following the shot by Tracy McGrady. Inside for the tie. Tatum's shot is off.
Ooh, this is turning into a slow start here in the second half. Seems like they left that offense in the locker room.
LeBron is screen on Pippen. Here's McGrady. Giannis Antetokounmpo grabs the miss. And Greg, last season, Butler and Spoelstra got into it on the sideline. We all saw it. It was an interesting moment.
Yeah, I think that's a good way of phrasing it. That manic intensity, perhaps necessary at times for a player who competes as hard as Jimmy.
Now here's LeBron following the miss by Anthony Davis.
That's exactly how you have to defend him. He's a guy that the D needs to be aware of at all times.
James against Giannis. And it's all evened up. Antetokounmpo's got 5.
Boy, the overwhelming strength of Giannis just excels at fighting his way through the defense. Very impressive.
McGrady passes to LeBron. Good. And it's McGrady who picks up the assist. He's got 5.
He does not lack for confidence. He shouldn't. I mean, this guy is a dangerous scorer.
Now a timeout called by Milwaukee. Gasol is checked in for the Bucks. Payton comes in for Antetokounmpo. And now let's have a look at the NBA's top snipers, shooting guards with the highest percentage from three-point territory over the last month. Well, you look at Tracy McGrady, dangerous player from three-point land, a great talent with a great release.
You don't have to be a great shooter to play two guard, but it does help. And pretty much all of these guys fit into that great category.
Yeah, that's safe to say. I mean, these guys don't know the meaning of cold streaks. They're either hot, red hot, or sizzling. Those are the kind of shooters they are from downtown.
And this is his second trip to the line tonight.
And take a look at what he's been able to do at the free throw line. 82% more than acceptable.
You know, his free throw percentage has dropped this year, but not really enough to raise any red flags or become alarmed about it.
And that one falls for Tatum. And so Tatum nails them both. In the third quarter with just over 3.5 minutes off the clock. McGrady against Payton. They get a hand on it and stolen by Payton. And here we go. Butler heading to the hoop. And it's Butler with the jam.
And how about the determination there from Payton? The glove showing off his fast hands yet again.
Payton against McGrady. Knocked away. Now here's James. Defense right on him. Back to McGrady. 5 on the clock. LeBron outside. Offline with his 3. Milwaukee in the lead. Outside Tatum from outside the arc. Wilt Chamberlain with the rebound. Chamberlain got his 16th rebound on the night. James looking around. Great D that time from Tatum.
He's certainly been cold this quarter, guys, but trying to shoot his way back into a groove.
Payton with the screen for Pippen. And shot on the way. He can't get it to go. And Detroit the other way now. LeBron outside. Now Carter. Chamberlain with a screen on Pippen. Carter. And then Carter with the jam.
And you know Carter is taking off on the drive. When he has a head of steam like that, he's looking to tear off the rim.
Now here's Payton. The Bucks working the ball around. Dishes it to Pippen. Tries again, and it's good on the way up. Pippen's got his second bucket tonight.
You know, Pippen is about 6'8", but he's got the wingspan of a condor, using that reach to corral that rebound.
James in the post. Tatum on him. This game has a lot of character here in the third period. 6 changes of the lead here.
Intensity is the theme for this one.
Just 2 seconds between shot clock and game time. Tatum dishes to Payton. Back to Tatum. From past the arc. Milwaukee the rebound. This all no good. Three-quarters of play in a close game here. Pistons lead by 1. We're going to step aside for just a second, but join us right back here for the start of the fourth quarter. Next. 25. And let's take this chance now to show you the State Farm assist of the game.
And he sliced the D wide open with this feed. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
Yeah, that's just a brilliant read of the defense. I mean, it was also excellent anticipation of the movement of his teammates before the pass. Just great harmony on all sides.
And it's been a very competitive game so far as we get rolling here in quarter number 4. So with Worthy sitting on the bench, here's the group that Dwayne Casey has on the floor. We've got Chamberlain. LeBron James is out there with Olajuwon. Then it's Tracy McGrady, and it's Carter in at the 2-guard spot. And the Pistons with possession here after the basket by Milwaukee. Ball's knocked loose. Here's Butler driving the lane.
Driving in, Butler makes excellent use of his speed there, catching the defense off guard.
Timeout call, the Pistons. Jang is checked in for Jackson. With a short break in the action, gives us a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, well, Dwayne Casey just going over the game plan with his team down the stretch. He was disappointed in the shot selection. He told them, stay patient, run the offense, make the extra pass. You don't have to make up the deficit all at once. We'll see if they start shooting a little better. Kevin?
Okay, David, much appreciated. Here's Pippen, following the basket made by Wilt Chamberlain. It's Antetokounmpo on the wing. And here comes the break. There's the lob to Carter. Butler with the steal. Here's Tatum, and he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for two.
And not a single free throw attempt in that first half, but he has been far more active since the break and drawn some fouls.
Pau Gasol is checked in for the Bucks. Pistons trail by 3. Now the pass to James. Chamberlain with a screen on Butler. Here's James, rejected by Gasol.
And really, Gasol does an incredible job getting his hands up in the air, which results in a ton of rejection.
Now here's Tatum. Nice catch and finish on the alley-oop. Antetokounmpo's got the lead up to 5 now for the Bucks.
Oh, Kevin, get a load of that one. Take that play and put it in the alley-oop textbook, boys.
Perfectly done. You're right. He put it on a platter for him.
And a nice touch on the finish.
For Milwaukee, they've gotten all 3 of their shots to drop here in the fourth quarter. They came out of the break on a roll. Tatum passes to Gasol. Back to Tatum. Gasol setting the pick for Tatum. His 3-pointers off the mark.
No other way to put it. Just a poor shooting performance from him. But luckily, his teammates have picked up the slack.
Back to Carter. Pass to McGrady. Just 5 to shoot. Over Butler. From deep LeBron. Milwaukee with the rebound. Giannis has got rebound number 8 now on the night. He dishes it to Tatum. Back to Antetokounmpo. Good, and it's Tatum picking up the assist. Tatum's got his 3rd assist on the night.
Hey, defenders already have a lot to worry about with Tatum scoring. When he's making passes like that, too, watch out.
Now, here is McGrady. And it's Jason Tatum with the foul. That's his 3rd foul of the game. Timeout call, the Pistons.
And they just can't seem to get going offensively.
And I think this timeout, guys, is where you draw up some plays that are guaranteed to create some high percentage shots.
Here comes the ball, Detroit. Hit the Pistons answer.
Bucks making a change here. Davis is checked in. Chamberlain with a screen on Tatum. Here's McGrady. The putback. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points. Chamberlain got 4 points in the quarter.
And I'll tell you, the combination of agility, wingspan, and stamina, very difficult to keep Wilt from scoring off those misses.
And there are the Bucks with another bucket. We've played just over 3.5 minutes now in the fourth quarter. James outside. He kicks it to McGrady. No good with the triple.
Not a bad look for him on that shot, but it just doesn't seem to be his night tonight.
2 minutes remaining.
Tatum against McGrady.
2 minutes.
From deep. Tatum no good.
You know, brick after brick after brick. I mean, that's been the story for him this quarter. I mean, he's got to brain it in down the stretch here.
Chamberlain. A shot off that time. Great D that time from Davis. Here's Milwaukee now. They're on a 12-4 run. Tatum kicks to Giannis. Butler in the corner. Nice ball movement by Milwaukee. 4 on the clock. Tatum bats for 2. Tatum with another miss.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good look.
Here's McGrady. Rebounded by the Bucks. If they want to, they can milk the clock just a little bit here.
Yeah, that's the best option.
Oh, and Antetokounmpo hammers it in.
And Antetokounmpo is so long. I mean, he stretches forever, covers a ton of ground.
Chamberlain with a screen on Butler. They get the rebound. And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact. That one on Pippen.
Team second. At the line for Detroit, Wilt Chamberlain, 2 shots.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And no good is the first free throw, missing for him. We'll see if he can nail the second. So Detroit going with an almost entire new group here. Karl Malone's checked in for Olajuwon. Worthy comes in for LeBron. Robertson, he's checked in for Vince Carter. And Hardaway is subbed in for Tracy McGrady. And then for Milwaukee, Pau Gasol is checked in for Antetokounmpo. Payton comes in for Pippen. And Damian Lillard is subbed in for Tatum. Now, here's Payton. Gasol, a screen on Robertson. Here's Payton. Whistle blows, basket is good. So a chance here for a 3-point play.
And credit the whole team. It was a focused, concerted effort to put this one away.
Yeah, what a time to put the hammer down. Any hope of a comeback diminished.
And the free throw, no good.
You know, we don't talk about defense a ton, especially with guards. But Gary Payton, he can change a game with his D.
2-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Here's Gasol. No good off the back of the rim. Lillard against Hardaway. They need this one. Kicks it out to Malone. So no problem for Milwaukee as they get the win. This was a very strong showing for him, Greg. Not necessarily a runaway win, but one they'll feel very good about.
And let's face it, anytime you can go on the road and win in the fashion they did, you have to feel good about it. Really an outstanding effort all the way around.
It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Thanks very much. Giannis, a dominant performance. What is the level that this team is playing at?
It's amazing, man. I think the whole group, the whole team played hard. The whole team was ready. Everybody stepped up. And, you know, this is what makes the average team from a great team or a good team.
I know you guys are looking for great and not good. Congrats on the win. Back to you guys.
All right, David, thank you. And that about wraps it up. For Clark Kellogg, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan along with our terrific 2K Sports crew, thanking you for tuning in. As we leave you with our New Balance play.